What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on this channel. Today we're going to talk about a technique that I use all the time for my social media postings, because we have such a variety of social media platforms nowadays and different formats that work natively on one platform but won't work on another platform. And today's episode is about that technique. So we're now here in my Lightroom. As you can see, this is the original image, and I had a problem, or not a problem, but a small issue, because it's not really well balanced. We have too much space here on the right side and too little space here on the left side. And I wanted to have the space in between us, between me and my friend Shadi over here, to be centered. So we could go in this cropping tool, and we have this rule of thirds guideline to rebalance, reframe our scene. This would be my sweet spot right here. We have space in between us, it's centered, we balance the scene. I am standing here on the left, Shadi is here on the right side, and we have space in between us. We can crop that image. I'm not completely satisfied with that. All right, and as you can see, that image over here is far more zoomed in. It's cropped in more than this image over here. And how I achieve that is pretty easy. In order to do that, we reset the crop. We go down here on the bottom page, right click, edit in, and we click on that column where it says edit in Adobe Photoshop. If we are lucky enough, that will open Adobe Photoshop for us. First thing I'm gonna do is unlock this layer, and I'm gonna duplicate that layer. That is something that is not required to do, but I do it all the time, just because if I mess up something in that layer here on the top, I basically can delete that layer and still have the original image without any things applied. So you can press Control or Command J. That will make a duplicate, or you can also go here and click on duplicate layer. All right, so what we're trying to do is to get a little bit more real estate on that side of the image, because in order to move the cropping tool more to this side, we need space here on the left side. Because we have such a simple structure here on the left side, we can try to make it larger. So first of all, we go over here to our menu where it says image, and to canvas size. That will open this dialog over here, and we only want to affect the width of that image, not of the image, of the canvas. So we can go with percentage, pixels, inches, centimeters, use percentage, 150, and we don't want to affect the height, so we left this with 100%. It will give us more real estate to the left and to the right, and we're gonna shift this image over here, and we take the rectangle tool and we're gonna select this part of the image. Make sure your layer is selected, and click the selection, right click, layer via copy. So now that you have selected the copied layer, press Ctrl or Command T, and now you get the handles over here, and right click on the selection on the layer and go to distort. And now we can distort this part of the image. The thing is though, if you overdo it, it looks like garbage, so don't overdo it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out so far. So we bought us a little bit more real estate here on this side, and can crop this now like so. And that doesn't look so bad, does it? We have space on my left, we have space on Shadi's right, and everything looks great so far. The only thing that is left to do is to go over here to the menu File and to say Save. You can also press the shortcut Control or Command S. That will save that edit directly in Lightroom. So there's one problem or one thing that you have to keep in mind. It doesn't work on every image, and it could be, for example, let's go back to the beginning where we all started. Let's say you want to crop something, and first of all we're gonna select me and we say layer via copy, and we have the copy over here, canvas size, percentage 150, and we move everything to the right. So, and now we're gonna be left with this, and this, to be honest, looks like garbage. So it depends on the image. If you select something like a subject over here, a person, or something more not so simple, it doesn't work. So let's try another image. Let's say you have an image that looks like this. That one is shot in landscape, and you want to post it on Instagram in your 4:5 ratio. So what we could do is go over here in our crop section and crop that image by selecting the 4:5, and we gonna position everything like that. Boom. So we're done. I mean, that looks pretty decent. I would post that definitely. But the thing is, sometimes it doesn't work, and you're gonna cut something out on the right side, on the left side. It looks too narrow, too punched in, too cropped in, and that's where our technique comes in handy. Like I said, that doesn't work in every single photo, but because we have so much empty space here, it will most likely work very well with our technique. So we can go over here, edit in Adobe Photoshop, and we apply the same technique like we did earlier. We have the image now in Photoshop, duplicate that layer, image, canvas size, percentage 150, and we leave this on 100. Oh, I did a mistake. We're gonna alter the height, not the width. And 150 is just a number that works for me for that image right now. You can go for 200% or 300%. You can do whatever you want. The world is your oyster. Select the rectangle tool. We select this part of the image. And again, keep in mind, don't go further than this, because if you pick up some of the hair or the forehead, it's gonna distort and look funny. And I mean, unless you aim for that, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend it. So we're gonna right click, layer via copy, select that layer, Control or Command T, distort, and we can push it pretty far, but keep in mind it will stretch the pixels. You probably don't want to overdo this, but like I said, do whatever you want. So, and that's it. Now we could go here, say 4:5, and we have a 4:5 image, and we can even go like this or like this. Now my head is centered, and voila, looks pretty good. We go down here on the bottom page, right click, edit in Adobe Photoshop. We go over here to canvas size. That will open this dialog over here, and we only want to affect the width of the canvas. Use percentage 150. We don't want to affect the height, so we left this with 100%. Shift this image over here, enable this image, and we take the rectangle tool and we're gonna select this part of the image. Make sure your layer is selected. Right click, layer via copy. Press Ctrl or Command T. Right click on the selection and go to distort. And now we can distort this part of the image. So we bought us a little bit more real estate here on this side and can crop this now, like so. Alright bros, that's it for the video today. Let's go and drink a coffee to get... No, that's not what I wanted to say. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Consider to press the like button, follow the channel for more, and we see each other in the next video. Bye. That was better.